Have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Up. Everyone's doing well, winning life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to piece that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We got the notification bell, ding dong. Let's have it right so you know when we go live. And we got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. Salute to all my Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boy. We see things they'll never see. And salute to all the no surrender mentality. Let's have it right. So we're going to get straight into it. Chelsea now out of the top four. Oh, no, we're not in a title race. Oh, we're just happy. Just be happy we're in top four. We're out of top four. We're sitting in fifth. While we got 3 points out of 15, Newcastle have gone a 7-game run of wins back-to-back because they've got an elite striker. Let's have it right. They've got balance. And they're just steaming through, bruv. You know what I'm saying? They're pieing everything in front of them. Yeah. And now what? They're 1 point ahead of us with the same goal difference. We have now got Manchester City 2 points behind us. And because Unai Good Evening Emery won yesterday, he is now with Aston Villa 2 points behind Chelsea. 3 points behind us is Bournemouth. And let's have it right. Bournemouth is sitting 8th. So we are 3 points away from dropping into 8th. Yeah? Trust the process. Top four, don't worry about it. We're all good. But Nottingham Forest are up there. Arsenal won, beat the Spursy, obviously. Spursy. And they're in it. So how have we bottled an 11-point lead against Newcastle? How have we allowed Newcastle to gain 11 points on us? Tells you everything you need to know about the state of our football club. And the reality is back to life, back to reality. Brown envelopes are getting flown about. Yeah? Because we're going to muddle the brown envelopes today. There's plenty to talk about. And the first thing we're going to go into is no. Who else is going to speak out for Kerry Eamon Stanley, Stuart Little, and Clown Lake? Is none other than Liam Turney from The Pathetic. He says, on Chelsea recalling Trev Chalobah, many outsiders as a tacit admission of an embarrassing error of squad planning by Paul Winstanley and Stuart Little, but that is not the way it's being perceived within the club hierarchy. Well, of course it's not being perceived by the club hierarchy, because they're those two directors that they employed that are mid, as you like, were employed by them. They're their yes men. Let's have it right. But let me ask the question, yeah? Let me ask the question. They don't deem it as embarrassing to recall Trev Chalobah, yeah? That's their narrative, you know? We've got injuries, they said, yeah? We've got injuries. Oh, by the way, yeah. Let me ask the question to Kerry Eamon Stanley and Stuart Little. Who appointed Enzo Maresca? After all this planning and recruitment policy, after sacking Pochettino, who, by the way, wanted to and publicly came out and said, no one's going to tell me, I want Gallagher, I want Thiago Silva, and I want Trevor Chalobah. He got sacked because he wouldn't obey to upstairs and the hierarchy. You've gone on and brought in this Enzo Maresca, who you're saying is the perfect fit for the model and for the structure and the players we've recruited, all this crap. So answer me this, right? Because I think you should be very, very embarrassed, to say the least, is when Enzo Maresca was appointed, you brought in Viega, you brought in Tozin, you brought in, who else do you bring in? Shrewsbury Weddinall. You chose to keep Cassidy, who was on loan at Leicester, who he sent back in January because didn't want him. You chose to not give him who? Osimhen, the player that he wanted. You're not backing this guy. The model is the gaffer at Chelsea Football Club. It's as simple as that. So when you're recalling Trev Chalobah after Enzo Maresca came out, and you all publicly come out using your journalists, yeah, that are all in your pocket to say what? That Trev Chalobah doesn't suit the style, plain style of Enzo Maresca, just like Osimhen and Ornstein said. So make it make sense. Why are you recalling a player that doesn't suit the style of Enzo Maresca? And it's also come out, and I wanna make sure I quote the right brown envelope here. So bear with me, yeah, let's have it right. We've got so much to go through. What we doing here? It's believed, yeah, that Enzo Maresca, this is via Liam Tanny, via the Pathletic, Enzo Maresca has not been entirely convinced by Tozin or Axel Disassi. Tozin was brought in with Enzo Maresca in charge. Apparently, he knew Tozin from Man City Academy, but he's not entirely convinced. Or with Disassi, or Badashile. So what are you backing here? You're not backing the gaffer. You public come out and said we don't need to address, we're not going to go by the fans' narrative of addressing the back line and the goalkeeper. We've had a great start to the season and we're not going to go in the market. Now you've had Fofana out injured and all of a sudden Badashile's injured, who you want to sell anyway, and you're going to sell Disassi. We're hearing rumours that Tozin and Brighton are talking because Brighton want to sign Tozin. So someone explain to me how this recruitment policy is there to tailor the needs of Enzo Maresca. It clearly ain't, because Enzo Maresca hasn't got a say. You're giving them a pool of players that under his appointment, everyone's going, oh, we signed these players. Wedding Hall, West Ham are interested in him, whether it's a loan or sell-on clause. Yeah, you want sell-on clauses in every single player that you're offloading. So to me personally, it says it as it is. Yeah, it's outright embarrassing. You've exiled Trev Chalobah to bring him back. There is nothing you can say that doesn't embarrass you and put egg all over your face. There is nothing you can say to say that you're backing this manager, that you are supporting this manager. There is no planning. There's no vision. There's no process. The only process is to buy and sell players on low wage structure, spread it out, spread the payments out for the books, keep them for a small period of time and ship them out for pound note profit. That is it. That's what they're doing. And yet all the Chelsea supporters just lap it up. They lap it up. Viega, it's gone all quiet. But Chelsea prefer, the owners prefer, the hierarchy prefers a permanent sell. Yet Viega prefers a loan. Doesn't make sense. The PR is in overdrive at this football club. The PR is answering, trying to counter everything that I say on this channel. Chelsea believed loaning out Trevor Chalobah in the summer was the right decision then, and recalling him now early is the right decision now, even if it invites criticism. The only reason they are bringing Trev Chalobah back is because he's got no says. Every player that signs with this ownership is obligated to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, so they can't speak themselves. So only the journalists speak out the narratives that the club wants. And if they want to force hate and agenda on a player, they'll do it. If they want to give it all the PR biggin like they're doing for Jackson right now, that's what they'll do to control the narratives and to control the fan base and keep the noise and negativity, which is not negativity, it's truth, all them. That is via the Pathletic. But Trev Chalobah will be sold, whether I came to the realisation they might even sell him now. I've been told they're going to sell him regardless. Matt Law's already let you know he's giving you the foreplay. He's laid it out on a silver platter to say Chalobah could be likely to go in the summer. So why recall him? If you recall him now and there are any suitors to buy him, you can sell him. And especially in the summer, it saves you because right now you can't go in the market. Like you said, you weren't going to go in the market, but you're desperate to go in the market to get central defenders now to buy wingers and Swiss Army knives. Yeah. But you can't do that because you've got to offload certain players. And then Kunku's a big one, which we're going to talk about. So Trev Chalobah could be sold in January. And what made me think was they might have an intent to sell him in January. Because if he was on loan at Crystal Palace, you can't sell him a player on loan. He has to be at your club for you to sell him because he's in a contract with another club on loan. So let's have it right. Would I be surprised if they sold Trev Chalobah in January? They want pure profit to go and buy some other mystery centre-back that we keep getting touted on the timeline about. Mark Gay, as I stated, wants 170 grand a week. These clowns will not pay over 150 grand a week. So you're not going to sign Mark Gay. End of story. Do they want Crystal Palace to come and buy Trev Chalobah for pure profit? There will be, in every player that they sell, they're putting clauses, sell-on clauses, so they can make money after the clubs that they get sold after to. Then they sell them. They'll get money back for that. They'll get a percentage at that. This is what it's all about, bruv. This is a conveyor belt of profit making using humans as these human footballers as just numbers and figures on a spreadsheet as assets for these accounting merchants, bruv. Yeah. Outsiders have perceived the recall of Trev Chalobah as an admission of an embarrassment of squad planning by Winstanley and Stewart. That view is not shared by the hierarchy. It will never be shared by the hierarchy. They will never allow anyone to make out that they don't know what they're doing when they clearly don't know what they're doing. They're the biggest clowns in world football. Yeah, we're pretty much on the verge of having a full Cobham centre back partnership. All right, in Trev Chalobah, Colwell, and you've got Josh Akinpong now. You've blocked the pathway for Trev. You exiled him. You banned him from every training facility, the first team. From going, you moved into under 23s. You banished him from pre-season, yet you want to call this player back and you think this player wants to come out. He does not want to come back. Players are unhappy. Viega doesn't want to be there. He wants to leave. He doesn't want a loan. He wants a permanent move. Yeah? But my point is, all these players do not suit Enzo Maresca, yet they bought a lot of these players under Enzo Maresca. So that tells you Enzo Maresca doesn't have a say in the signings. So what are we backing here? Because the manager's not being backed. So it doesn't matter. You can come at the manager all you want, and you can come at the players all you want. You can come at the directors all you want. But who is in charge of everyone? The owners. And they're the ones that are controlling everything at this football club. And the PR recently with Nicholas Jackson is Nicholas Jackson may not have scored during his 5-game winner streak, but he is highly appreciated around Chelsea for leading the press out of possession. Oh, great. So we're going to promote leading the press out of possession. We had Mason Mount doing that, and he was still getting 30 GA out of position, and everyone was feeding him agenda. Oh, he's not good enough. He's not this. He's not that. Right? Now we're getting prop for a player that's gone on a goal drought for what, 5-6 games? And we're praising his possession. Impressive. So a striker's job, let's remind everyone, is to score goals, yeah? He's been missing sitters. But it's cool. Don't worry. He leads the press. Fantastic. Yet the only player that scored out of these, how many games we played now? Everton, Ipswich, Fulham, Bournemouth. Yeah? Out of these 4 games, Cole Palmer's the one that scored the 3 goals. That's it. There's no one else scoring, so this press must be pretty shit. Yeah? If none of the wingers like Sancho or Neto are scoring, or Madueke, bruv. I don't want to hear it. And this is by Kieran Gill. Yeah? More. He's a window shopper. Yeah? David Moyes is a fan of Ben Chilwell and Chukwuemeka. Everton would need to free up domestic loan spot by releasing Broha or Harrison. So they're trying to put Chilwell in the shop window who's been exiled, bruv. Yeah? Absolutely exiled. Chelsea are in talks to sign Karim Adeyemi. That's via CFC buying Christian Falk. Anything Christian Falk says is always just ignore it. He waffles shit. But who was the one to dismiss that this is a false narrative, that we are not in talks with Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund? Matt Law. Of course, it's got to be Matt Law. Matt Law's the only one that will speak for these clowns. He's the main mouthpiece now, along with the pathetic. Fabrizio Romano, he's a brass. He'll always put it out. Like he told us we can't recall Trev Chalobah because it's not in the contract to, oh, we can recall him. And by the way, we just have recalled him. Yeah? But Matt Law said, don't write off an opportunity for a loan deal. Get out of here, bruv. What? I don't even want him. We don't even need him. We need a core of elite players. We need an elite striker. That's what we need. Which brings me on to the classic. John Obi Mikel has come out and he said Jackson isn't the striker to help Chelsea win titles. He might manage to help Chelsea get top four with Palmer's support. If Chelsea are serious, they'll go out now and buy a striker like Gyökeres. I've heard the same line from John Obi Mikel, except instead of they should, if they're serious, if Chelsea's serious, the ownership is serious, they'll go out now and buy a striker like what? Osimhen. But you're not saying Osimhen no more because that deal's dead and buried when they had the opportunity, but they wouldn't pay over 150 grand a week to sign a proven striker. And you think you're going to sign Gyökeres, a proven striker, who, in my opinion, is a slightly, although I like him, he's playing in the Portuguese league. And he's what, 26 going on 27? Doesn't suit their age model. So again, Mikel is stating the obvious and mudding himself because he said Jackson, he created a monster in Jackson. I don't even think Jackson will get us top four. So that narrative's a fugazi. Yeah? This is the problem we got, right? Is that all we're getting is all this transfer news linking us to all sorts of players. And these players, we're not going to go for them. A lot of them we're not going to go for. Like Cavaro, we should have bought him. No, he's got the PSG. He's got the PSG. Yeah. Torino are preparing a new bid for Casadei, which will include a sell-on clause. Fabrizio Romano, all sell-on clauses. They bought this player for 12 million. They want 15 million for him. Yeah. This player went on pre-season, but Trev Chalobah didn't go on pre-season because his pathway was blocked when he's the better defender out of everyone we got. Yeah. But Casadei did go. And Casadei was sent back from his loan spell at Leicester with Enzo Maresca because he didn't want him. So why is he still in our squad? And if you're going to sell him, who's going to play Conference League in that midfield? Because he has. And Wedding Hall's been playing there. Wedding Hall hasn't started a Premier League match this season, hasn't played over an hour's worth of Premier League football. Yeah. And he's made, 8 appearances in the Conference League. And West Ham are interested in him because they want him on a cut price. The rumours are now Delap and Sesko. And Sesko has been touted with Arsenal. And Arsenal trying to get Sesko like they did in the summer. You got Pies and Mash on his knees tagging the directors like that's going to make any difference. Yeah. Oh, bring him now. Intervene. Get him. You ain't going to get Sesko. And even if you do, is he the player that we need? Delap, another one. Are Ipswich going to sell their star player? He'll force it because he wants to come to Chelsea because the likelihood is Ipswich are not going to stay in the Premier League. But then you've got these melts like Tom Overs, yeah? Little DR merchant. Chelsea have to formalise their interest and bid for Liam Delap ASAP. Top four is in danger if we don't sign a striker this window. What do you mean top four's in danger? You lot were all telling us, don't worry about a thing because every little thing's going to be all right. We're in top four, guys. Don't worry. Oh, no, we were second. We're second. We're in a title race. Oh, we're not in a title race. Our manager's saying we're not in a title race. Now we're sitting fifth. Newcastle 1 point above and Man City 2 points behind, along with Aston Villa. Top four is not secure. And ask yourself, why is it not secure? Because the recruitment strategy, this fugazi of backing a manager, the quality of signings we're buying, the level of experience ain't there, the eliteness ain't there. They don't know what they're doing. They're embarrassing our football club. They've spent the most money than any other club in Europe. We're going way above 1.5 billion spend. And you are still offloading players that you've already brought in to replace them with other players that I do not trust you to buy. It's as simple as that. People going, oh, you know, I'm not gonna question this striking target with Delap. And is Delap going to play second fiddle to Jackson? What's that all about? Why has Jackson got to be our number one? Why can't we get better than Jackson? Go and get a Gikaris. Go and get an Ozyman. Go and get an elite striker. You ain't going to do that because you don't want to spend a pound note. You'll never spend a pound note. Which brings me on to, when I talk about unhappy players, who's an unhappy player? That unhappy player is Christopher Nkunku, yeah? And it's been breaking news that obviously these clowns have looked at the Kvara deal and gone, oh, well, we value Christian Nkunku on the same amount of money. Of course you do. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, because on the books, he's only 40 odd million or less than that. I think he's on 38 million, 37 million on the books. So if they sell him for 60 million, that's a nice little profit. All right. Breaking news now is that buying director Max Erbel says we've got no interest in doing anything in January. In Nkunku rumours, we are extremely happy with our squad. Tell that we were trying to offload on Nkunku and buy a kid that's only had 7 appearances and maybe come on and scored a goal. Great, he's playing in a structured elite team. What phase is Lightbulb Head Company in, by the way? You can see he's not playing with freedom. It is up to us to give him time to find his freedom again. We have a squad equipped in terms of quality and quantity. And also Julien Laurens, who's on ESPN with Gab Marcotti, come out and said there is no way Nkunku is going to get into the team if they sign him. He's on the bench at Chelsea. He's going to be the bench at Bayern Munich. But at Bayern Munich, at least he knows I'm there to compete at the highest level, play Champions League football, and it's a no-nonsense club. Yeah, at Chelsea, it's a circus, and he's had enough of a track record and experience there to see what the state of the football club is. And let's remind everyone what David Ornstein said on NBC, which was in 2023. He said Chelsea are actually 2 windows into a 4-window strategy. So we're being told to wait until 1st September 2024, which is already gone. We'll really judge the new regime around recruitment then. Well, I'm judging it. And everyone can judge it. And we still need a striker. We still need elite centre-backs. We need a goalkeeper. We need backup. You've bought centre-backs that you want to sell. You're recalling players that you exile because they're pure profit players that you want to get your money for. Yeah. There is no thought or backing towards Enzo Maresca. The guy's a dead man walking, like I said, and he's being a yes man, and he's got no say. And if he is going to be listened to, they've said, we'll only listen to you and take your advice if the player's under 24. And let's have it right, his wage structure's got to be low. So what are we doing here? What are you trusting? There's no process to trust here, bruv. There's no process to trust here. It's an outright embarrassment out of a football club. And it needs to be called out. And funny enough, today I got a DM on my Instagram by someone from the Hungry. What was it called again? Let me tell you. The Hungry Bear Media come to me asking me, we want passionate Chelsea supporters to speak on the club and all this jazz. Yeah, there's an opportunity. So I said, what's the opportunity? He says, oh, we want to get a feel of, how you are and your relationship with Chelsea. And my response was very simple. Yeah, very simple. I said, if you want to know, I said this exactly, I'll read it. If you want to learn about me and my relationship with Chelsea, you can go to my YouTube channel. This company is linked with the BBC, Channel 5, all broadcasting channels. You can go do your research on the media firm, and it's an outright brown envelope setup. Yeah, I don't work with brown envelope media platforms. I've got my own platform, And you wouldn't even allow me to say what I want to say anyway, because it's all scripted. And very nice try, old Meatloaf Bowley and Siri Merchant, yeah? Sending these people, yeah? You'll never get me in that ring, bruv. Never. You understand me? We don't sell out for the pound note. We don't sell out for fame, yeah? We just land the fucking minerals, bruv, yeah? So, they want a quick chat. They want to have a chat. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, let's have it right. So, this is where we are at Chelsea. And there is no such thing as building for the future in the process. We're in our 6th transfer window and we are still going in the market. And it's scattergun approach, bruv. And these clowns and directors, who are the yes men, are playing Russian roulette. And they're playing it with our football club. I wish they'd just play it on themselves. And let's just see what pops off. Yeah. And it's clear as day, yeah, that the intent of this football club is not serious and not elite. And top 4, if you think we're going to get top 4, you better pray we get top 4. Because as it's looking right now, yeah, it's not looking healthy. And the optimism, the belief is all false hope. And they have fed you false hope for, well, we're in our 3rd season now, aren't we? We're well over halfway the season now. And we're sitting 5th. I mean, it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. So all this garbage, yeah, that they're pushing out to attack and try and manipulate the Chelsea fan base. Everyone needs to be on their toes. Everyone needs to stop being eyes wide shut, because every journalist, every blue tick account, every YouTube channel that is of huge magnitude, yeah, they are the ones that are bought by the owners. They're all in the pocket of the owners. Everything that comes out of these platforms and these mouths and these keyboards, yeah, is scripted narratives. And all of them are in tiered, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 engagement groups. So then you'll have your copy and paste merchants in there. You'll have all your other little YouTube channels that will recycle the narratives that the club set, using all the major journalists to set it off. And if you do not comply with their rules and regulations, then you will be exiled out of the engagement group. And I know someone that has been exiled out of the engagement group because they were talking against the ownership in the group. Got cut out, got chucked out of the chat, bruv. Yeah, that's how they roll, bruv. And everyone's linked into it. And why? Because they get paid for it. So we'll continue to call it out. We do not sell out for the pound note. We won't sell out our Chelsea. We want to bring our Chelsea back. We want to be back where we belong. And everyone that's singing "We got our Chelsea back" are probably feeling like right Muppets right now, because we clearly ain't back. And I said, I will say when we're back, because I'll know when we're back, and we ain't back. And the fact that everyone's on their knees asking for strikers and reinforcements tells you how shit the recruitment has been. That's what I've got to say for now. Tomorrow, I want to announce we're going to do the Minerals FC sit down. I've got 5. There's going to be 4 guests coming on the channel, and that'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It's going to be epic. Minerals are going to land, and I will plug the stream link down in the description below. Salute to all my Minerals FC ultras. Make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and put all your comments. Everyone smash a comment down, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC.